My favorite holiday movie would definitely be Home Alone from 1990, the comedy smash. Kevin, the main character, is outstanding, and what he went through, that adversity, teaches us all about toughness and resilience.
Elf with Will Ferrell. I love the movie so much that my roommate and I, at the time when the movie came out, we begged Blockbuster to give us their window decal.
Buddy the Elf is like one of the best characters, I think, that gets me into like the holiday spirit and just makes me laugh. When he just screams Santa, where he's like, Santa!
Santa! Oh my God! Santa here? I know him.
I know him!
Holiday movies are a really important part of the McCurry household. Christmas Vacation and Better Off Dead, Scrooged, which is a classic, and of course Die Hard, which is very much an underrated and underappreciated Christmas movie, I think.
My family is absolutely obsessed with The Christmas Story, and so I think this year for Christmas we're going to be wrapping up my daughter as Ralphie in the Little Pink Bunny outfit.
Favorite holiday gift? That would be my pink Huffy bike. Once the bike arrived and the pegs arrived, I was thrashing around town with friends in tow, so that probably took me from zero to hero very, very quickly.
It's this little green football game that has these little red dashes on it. And the good thing was that you're able to turn off the sound because it would drive my dad absolutely crazy. And I think there were many instances that was actually taken away from us. But it was a really big deal to be able to get an electronic game in our household.
My parents knew that I was super into this chocolate called Toblerone. And that year they gave me this huge present, and this is so heavy, what is it? And I opened it up and it was a 22-pound Toblerone bar, and it took me over a year to eat.
My favorite holiday tradition actually takes place on Christmas Eve. The elves come. They always bring packages wrapped in white paper with red bows. And when I was a little kid, I could never figure out how the gifts actually got there. So I would wait to be the last person seated at dinner and then the first one out. And my parents tricked me for 20 years and counting.
My aunt discovered this tradition called Find the Pickle, and basically she has this little tiny pickle ornament and she hides it somewhere in the tree, and the first person to find it wins an extra present. Unfortunately for my middle sister and I, we don't really get these presents all that often because my youngest sister Stephanie wins every single year.
I will not eat a Christmas or Thanksgiving meal without this. This stuff is the best. We are talking fresh jellied cranberry sauce in the can. All that fancy stuff with the full cranberries and the other stuff in it, no, will not touch it.
My dad, he's a self-proclaimed Santa Claus, and he gave my mom and my brother and myself these reindeer ears. And so we go as Santa and the reindeers.
My grandfather would go out in the backyard right at crack of midnight and would ring a Civil War era bell, large bell that was in his backyard, and that just, everyone kind of came to expect that ring.
We'd go to Tim Hortons, we'd get hot chocolate, coffee, and everything, and it was freezing. We would drive around and find the creepiest little gas stations and mom and pop stores to go buy the tickets, because whenever you hear somebody winning the lottery, it's always somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and that's pretty much all of Ohio.
The old running joke is the Jewish Christmas is Chinese food and movies, because Chinese restaurants and movie theaters are basically the only two places that are open on Christmas. So literally every year my family and I would go and have Chinese food.
Now that you've had a chance to get to know our quirky West Coast Conference staff a little bit better, on behalf of our team here at the West Coast Conference office, I'd like to personally thank each and every one of you for what you do for the conference and for the opportunity to work with you every day. We all feel so privileged to be working for schools that have such a similar value system and who see athletics in such an appropriate light within the educational mission of their institutions. It truly is a privilege to work with each and every one of you, and we don't take that for granted during this holiday season. Thank you for what you do, and thank you for the opportunity to work with you.